All right, I'm Akiba Johnson. Yes, that Akiba Johnson, the one that wrote the book The Protectors, book one, Child of the Prophecy. Dink. Why the dink? That's my anime pose. All right. So I'm basically gonna do this little video series on what I've been watching, specifically on Netflix in particular. Um, um, and I just kind of categorized it, and I'm doing a top 10 in all these different categories that I came up with. I I like watching out movies during the summertime, especially when the weather is hot and we spending some hours indoors, hours outdoors, and it seems like we have so much free time only because the days are so much longer than in the wintertime when it seems like I sleep more. Is that just me? But anywho. So the next one that I'm doing is the top 10 on my favorite animes. Now, this one was really hard for me to come up with because I love anime and I watch a lot of anime. And so it meant I only had to pick 10 and then I got to say which one I like the best. It's like choosing my children. Yeah, wasn't that serious, but it was kind of hard. I would like to tell you a little bit about animation and anime fans, including myself. I'm not really like, I don't get hardcore on anything. Like, I like Star Trek, but I'll be like, I like Star Trek. And they'd be like, Picard is better than, and I'd be like, Janeway wasn't a real captain. And just so much stuff. It's like, I'd be like, whoa, calm down. But this is the experience I had with an anime fan. I felt like I was being like tested or something, and I don't know if I passed or failed the test. But he had on this Black Butler shirt, and I said, "Oh, cool shirt! I love that shirt." He was like, "Oh, you watch anime?" Like it was a challenge and stuff. Like, "Oh, you watch anime?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I totally do. I love anime. It's so And he started naming all these shows and all these scenarios and woo woo woo. I was like, whoa, now you're starting to take up my time. Back it on up, homeboy. I'm not that hardcore. I just like anime. I don't want to marry anime. Alright, so number 10, Fate Stay Night. Now that one was kind of hard. The reason why is here, let me show you. Well, I'm all like, let me show you. You can't see this, what I'm looking at. But Fate Stay Night, there's Fate Stay Night, and then there's Fate Stay Night, and then anywhere there's a bunch of Fate animes, and it's following this whole story, but the characters change. All right. Anyway, Fate Stay Night is about like the Holy Grail and the battle for the Holy Grail, which is supposed to grant you a wish if you're the victor of it. That's number 10. Number 9, which is a 5 and 4 fingers. RWBY. Ruby. I'm all Team Ruby. Yay! Because I think it's so cute and cool, and I love everything about that show. And I realize it's not the best animation in the whole stinking universe, and that they just kind of left us hanging with after series 2. It's like, what? Tell me what happens next. But I liked Ruby. I thought it was really great that they had an all-girl animation cast, and it wasn't, oh my god, look at us, we're so cute, ding. They were fighting and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool. I liked it. And me and my daughter watched it together a lot, and we're like, oh, we should totally like dress up like Ruby and them for, Anyway, number 8, Soul Eater. I actually watched Soul Eater a while back, but I thought it was really good, and it was one of those series that I ended up watching the entire thing twice. So these are just my recommendations of, like, if you never watched anime, this is somewhere to start. Um, anyway, Black Butler. That's kind of a short series. If you ever, I don't know if you've ever watched it. But Black Butler is not about a black guy who's a butler. Um, but it's about this little orphaned boy who this butler is kind of raising him and whatnot like that. But he's like, it's happening in Victorian England, which is so not normally what you see in anime, but it's really cute. You might like it. Take a look at Black Butler. Number 6, Full Metal Alchemist. Now, Full Metal Alchemist is something that if you get involved in it, they have several spin-off TV shows and movies to it as well. So you could be watching it for a while. It's very interesting. I'm not going to say which Full Metal Alchemist because they have, like I said, a couple of them. They have the original one. They have Brotherhood. It's just a lot in that series. Sacred Star. So yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is another one. Seven Deadly Sins. I thought that was hella cute. And I had one friend tell me she don't think of that as animation, but that goes with anime fandom. Anime fans are like really super anime hardcore, and they have like, this is what qualifies you as being a super anime fan. And so they got all these like rules in their head that they thought up as to what makes it more anime or less anime than other stuff. But I found it to be super awesome, and that's, it made it to my list, Seven Deadly Sins. I hope you get a chance to watch it. It's about these 7 warriors who are a team of warriors that go around kicking butt because they're warriors, and that's what warriors do. Kick butt. There's a point to the whole thing, but you gotta watch it yourself and you'll figure it out. Bleach. Whoa. Now, there's a commitment. I'm sorry, I'm clearing off my page right now because I'm realizing I got so many windows open on my tablet that it was like going so super slow. And I was like, there's like 30 windows open. Why wasn't I closing anything ever? I don't think I've closed things in a week or something. I don't know. But I'll be playing on this thing a lot. A lot. A lot. So anyway, back to Bleach. Now, Bleach is about this teenage boy. And he's like... Now, Bleach is another one that's going to have quite a bit of watching to it. Because it's the original Bleach, and then there's the movies to it, and so it's a TV show, and then there's a couple of movies to it, but they got some cool, like, background music going on and stuff like that, that you'd be like, what it does, we're fighting and stuff, look at us fight because we're badasses. Yeah, not exactly like that, but they have, like, fighting music going on in the background. That's one of the things I like about it. But it's like, let's see if I could. I'm pretty sure I get in trouble because I play it anyway, so I'm not even going to attempt to play it. But anyway, in Bleach, they have all this cute background music in the fight scenes and stuff like that. The heroes are really believable and you like them. And the villains, you're like, he's not that bad. Is he bad? You kind of love the villains too. And in traditional anime style, they have some really beautiful men. Like, I love anime because sometimes you're like, I'm totally crushing on this person in this show because they got a couple of really beautiful people in this show that you're like, oh my God, I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's so beautiful. And that's one of the things that I like about anime is they have these really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful men that you're like, this guy is so pretty. It's like they took Prince, the singer. Oh, rest in peace. I love you, Prince. It's like they took Prince and turned him into a cartoon. And then, like, that's like the basics for all the hot anime guys. They all freaking look like Prince in cartoon form. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing if you like pretty men. So, I think the prettiness of some of the characters, or one particular character in this show, is super awesome. So, there we go. We got some beautiful going on. Hey! I'm about that life. I don't know. I went on a tangent. Whatever. All right. So where was I? I was talking about beauty. Attack on Titan. There's not much beauty in that, but it is super crazy, mind blowing, and just action packed and horrible and wonderful. And I love that show. That show was recommended to me by my son. He was like, Mom, you gotta see this show. You know what I mean? And I think at the time I was watching Full Metal Alchemist. And I hadn't finished with Full Metal Alchemist. And he was like, gotta watch Attack on Titan. Gotta watch Attack on Titan. And I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'm sure it's cute. I'll watch it. Then I watched it and I was like, fudging A, man. Dude, stinky pants. That's awesome. I love that show. It was so groovy, groovy, groovy. That's like, whoa, I like that. It's about like Titan. It's about these giant yuckers. That's what I'm calling them. These giant yuckers that be attacking and freaking eating people. Who does that? Where is that fun? But they do it. And so you got these hero guys that are like, we know you want to eat us, but we're going to freaking try to kick your butt. We know you're like a bajillion times bigger than us, like 16 and 20 feet tall, but we're going to try and fight you because we don't want you to eat our friends. So we're going to be the heroes and try to kill you. And that's what happens in Attack on Titan. It's super groovy because, these monsters in the shape of humans, so they're like a giant, brainless things. They're like, we're gonna eat you, blah. And they don't seem to be eating nothing else but people. That's the weird thing. It's like, I didn't see you eat the horses, but you ate the people. That's kind of gross. But that's what they wanted for dinner. People. It's what's for dinner. All right. Number 2. Sword Art Online. This one is another one that was recommended to me from my son. He recommended that to me after I watched Attack on Titan. And he recommended it because when he recommended Attack on Titan, he was like, Anna might not can watch that one. It's a little bit kind of gross and gruesome. And if you're a sensitive, like, I don't want to see weird, crazy, it's certain animes you just can't watch. Attack on Titan is like twisted. And Sword Art Online is not as twisted, even though it's kind of twisted, but all anime is twisted. Sword Art Online, me and my daughter watched that together. She loved it. She recommended it to her friends. She liked drawing the characters and all that stuff. So it's really nice to have that connection with her and to be able to be like, oh yeah, blah, blah. But that's one of my favorites because I feel like it ties my whole family together. Number 1. Inuyasha. Okay. Now I'm going to take a minute to tell you why Inuyasha made my number 1 list. Okay. For one, I like long series because sometimes I just want to chill and turn it on and not turn it off for a couple of days. Inuyasha. Super awesome. Okay. Super duper awesome. The other thing I really like about it is, again, you got some pretty men in it. Like, the dudes in it is like the guy that plays Inuyasha's older brother. What is his name? Uh, but he plays Inuyasha's older brother. And he is so stinking pretty, folks. He is so stinking pretty, folks. And they got so many characters. You're like, he's cute. He's he's like Prince, that they took the black, they made him an Asian Prince, like, Prince from like Purple Rain, that Prince. It's like they took the prettiness from Prince, and that's basically where they started with these characters. They just made pretty Prince, and then they drew in other stuff. They're like, let's make him Asian with white hair that goes all the way down to the back of his knees for no reason. Just to freak Akiba out. It's not even gray hair. It's like white hair. I don't know what that's about. But he's beautiful and he can fight and he's super powerful and he's kind of a a-hole. But at the end you realize he's not really that much of an a-hole, but still an a-hole, but the kind of a-hole you can kind of work with. Really cute, really sweet, really loved Inuyasha. It has a bunch of seasons to it, but on Netflix, there's season 1 and season 2. You have to dig around to find the other series elsewhere. Like Hulu has a lot more, but Netflix has season 1 and season 2, which, believe it or not, is enough to be getting on with, because each season has about, 25, 30. Okay, season 1 has 27 episodes. And season 2 also has 27 episodes. So you'll be busy. You'll have a good long time to watch Inuyasha. So those are my top picks for anime. Now, again, anime is one of those things where there's so much anime out there that I spend hours telling you about the really awesome, the Nura clan, Rise of the Yokon, Nura, Rise of the Yokani clan, or I don't even know how to say that right, but it's a good show. All these different shows are really fun and keeping it nice and great and whatnot, but again, they believe in beautiful, halfway androgynous men, like the sultry, silent type man that's kind of androgynous, but he's really manly too. It's not like he's saying I'm androgynous, but he looks androgynous. But anyway, anime number 10, Fate Stay Night. Number 9, RWBY, Ruby. Number 8, Soul Eater. Number 7, Black Butler. Number 6, Full Metal Alchemist. Number 5, Seven Deadly Sins. Number 4, Bleach. Number 3, Attack on Titan. Number 2, Sword Art Online. And my favorite, number 1, Inuyasha. Anyway, I hope you enjoy me telling you what to watch this summer, or at least giving you some hints on some cool anime to watch this summer, or this fall, or this winter. But right now we're focusing on summer. Let's stay right here. We're focusing summer. Summertime is outside. We got iced tea. All right. So, anime this summer. Hope you enjoyed just trolling through Netflix. I'm Akiba Johnson. Yes, that Akiba Johnson. That right there is my good pal Ribbit. Besties. Since we were little wee ones. I keep saying that, but we were not. Yeah. Anyway, since we were tiny little bibbits ourselves. So, I hope you enjoyed my anime selection. Wah, 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 wah. And have a great summer.